Welcome to Lingua Hub, where teaching, languages, and presentations meet. The idea of the channel is that we teach languages through PowerPoint presentations, so if you like this content, please enlighten us by subscribing. French. Components. Greetings, alphabets, and numbers. Unit 1. Lesson 3. Introduction. Bonjour et bienvenue à notre chaîne. Hello and welcome back to our channel. If you've been following our French Basics series, you're already off to a great start. Today, we're going to delve deeper into adjectives, negation, and forming simple sentences in French. These are essential for making your conversations more detailed and meaningful. Let's get started. Lesson 1. Adjectives. Adjectives in French are used to describe nouns, and they often change form to match the gender and number of the noun they're describing. Let's look at some common adjectives and how they work. Beau, belle. First adjective. Beautiful. Exemple. Un beau jardin, a beautiful garden. Une belle maison, a beautiful house. Second adjective. Grand, grande. Big. Example. Un grand chien. A big dog. Une grande voiture. A big car. Third adjective. Petit, petite, small. Example. Un petit chat. A small cat. Une petite fille. A small girl. Interactive questions. How do you say a beautiful garden in French? What is the feminine form of big? Give an example of a sentence using petit. What is the rule about the placement of adjectives in French? Lesson 2. Negation. Negating a sentence in French is quite simple once you get the hang of it. The basic structure involves placing any before the verb and pas after it. Let's look at some examples. Je suis content. I am happy. Je ne suis pas content. I am not happy. Elle a un chat. She has a cat. Elle n'a pas de chat. She doesn't have a cat. Nous allons à l'école. We are going to school. Nous n'allons pas à l'école. We are not going to school. Important tip. When the verb begins with a vowel or a silent H, any becomes N. This is done to make the sentence flow more smoothly. Here are a few more examples. Y adore voyager. I love to travel. Je n'adore pas voyager. I do not love to travel. Elle écoute la radio. She listens to the radio. Elle n'écoute pas la radio. She does not listen to the radio. Interactive questions. How do you negate he is happy in French? What is the negation of she has a cat? How do you say we do not live in Paris? When do you use an instead of any? Lesson 3. Forming simple sentences. We'll start with the basic subject-verb-object structure and add adjectives and negation. Il lit un livre. Je mange une pomme. I am eating an apple, which could be changed by adding a simple word to make. Je mange une pomme rouge. I am eating a red apple. Now, let's practice forming simple sentences. He is reading a book. Although this one is trickier, but it also quite simple by adding an adjective. Il lit un livre intéressant. He is reading an interesting book. Important tips. First tip. Always remember the basic word order in French. Subject, verb, object, or for short SVO. Unlike English, adjectives typically come after the noun they describe, except for a few common adjectives like beau, beautiful, bon, good, grand, big, which come before the noun. Subject, verb, object, or SVO. Je mange une pomme. I am eating an apple. Il lit un livre. He is reading a book. Nous regardons un film. We are watching a movie. Second tip. Adding adjectives. Je mange une pomme rouge. I am eating a red apple. Il lit un livre intéressant. He is reading an interesting book. Nous regardons un film captivant. We are watching a captivating movie. Third tip. Adding negation. Je ne mange pas une pomme rouge. I am not eating a red apple. Il ne lit pas un livre intéressant. He is not reading an interesting book. Nous ne regardons pas un film captivant. We are not watching a captivating movie. Now, let's try adding negation. Je ne mange pas une pomme rouge. I am not eating a red apple. Il ne lit pas un livre intéressant. He is not reading an interesting book. Nous n'avons pas une grande maison. We do not have a big house. Interactive questions. Form a sentence with I am eating a red apple. How do you say he is reading an interesting book? Make a sentence with we have a big house. Negate the sentence I am eating a red apple. Now, let's see how well you've learned with a quick quiz. Quick quiz. How do you say a beautiful house in French? What is the rule for placing adjectives in French sentences? How do you negate I am happy in French? Form a sentence with we have an old friend. Negate the sentence she is reading a book. How do you say a small girl in French? Make a sentence with he is eating an apple. How do you negate we are going to school? Thank you for watching our video, and if you needed any help, please tell us in the comment section below. Simple project done by Lingua Hub. If you enjoyed, please honor us by subscribing.